Hey, what's up? This is Drake here. It's coming back with another Monster Hunter Wilds build video. I was going to go over Dual Blades, probably my favorite weapon in the game. What I posted recently and cleared the Proof of a Hero quest with Dual Blades. But I put together, I'll show that one at the end of the video. This is like an honorary mention, but I believe this build is better. Honestly, I think it might be my favorite build that I've ever made with Dual Blades. But we'll just jump straight into it here. And what we're running is 4-piece GOG, and I don't know, this is the one from the side quest that you do with Nadia to get the Sorora, I don't know how to say that, the earring thing here, but anyway, the reason it functions is because it's got Gore's 2-piece on it also, and it has burst, so we're still able to attain full burst, and it does require a little RNG to roll Gore on as your set bonus on your weapon. I've managed to do it a few times. It's not too bad. It's like I have yet to roll Gore and Lord Soul together, which I would really love to do, but this seems the RNG hates me. Anyway, this set doesn't require that. You just need Gore to get that 25% affinity bonus. But the benefit that you get from GOG, I think, might be better than Lord Soul, honestly, because with, let me get to it. Find it here. So many. Yeah, with the GOG set bonus, it's basically agitator for element instead of raw. So when monster become enraged, you get a elemental bonus, and with mutual hostility 2, you get even larger. I mean, it will. You can see my elements at 340 right now. I don't have any elemental rolls on my weapons except for just like 1 point of dragon attack on the decos. I think it puts it up to, when burst is full and that's active, it nearly doubles it. It puts it up to like 680. So it is a huge elemental boost. And I think around 600 and something is actually the cap where you start getting a diminished return. So basically this puts you right up there to that. But what's really, really strong about it is the barrier you get. And I've explained it before in a previous video. It gives you a temporary barrier that absorbs like 50% of your HP for you. So, I mean, and if it goes above that, it doesn't give you any damage. So it will take a one-shot attack, or if there's like 1 HP of that shield left, it will full tank the next hit. So you can take multiple small hits and still take a large hit afterward before it dissipates, and it will form every time the monster becomes enraged. But yeah, and so we got Gore for the 25%. But I mean, it's super strong. But also, from swapping over from the other build, which I'll show in a minute, we managed to get Adrenaline Rush, which works really well for Dual Blades for the perfect evade playstyle. We got a couple points of Agitator, which is good, and we also managed to slip in full peak performance, which is kind of optional, but if you keep it active, it actually gives you more of a damage return than Lord Soul does, without the downside of taking more damage, but you lose guts. But you gain the GOG shield, which I think is better than guts in my opinion, because if you've run guts very much, anything that has a tick damage to it, that neck ticks because it stops you at 1 HP. If you're on fire, if you're poisoned, if you're standing on anything on the ground that does any damage to you, you'll just instantly die, and it's like you didn't even have it in the first place. So it can be kind of situational on guts, whereas GOG will just work against anything. Any attack that hits you, it will take the damage for you. But yeah, but this is kind of the skill loadout. Like, we got full peak performance for extra 20. We've got full burst for that, full stun, antivirus. We got 2 adrenaline rush for plus 15 attack every time we get a perfect evade, which is kind of really easy to do with Dual Blades. 2 agitator will get that bonus. When the only thing that I really hate that I had to give up was my latent. That's the only thing this build suffers for, is a lack of stamina management. Before your latent activates, you have absolutely 0 stamina management, so you might want to drink like something to up your stamina regen. I wish I could get 1 more point of latent in there to get that max 50% stamina depletion on there, but it just, as it stands at the moment, there's just not the room. 2 evade window, I find 2 is enough that sometimes your perfect evade allows you to take a little chip damage even though you evaded it. 2 seems to be enough to nullify most of that so that you don't get a little chip damage through your perfect evade. We do have 2 maximum might, which is utterly useless, but it's on the set. Speed eating, I've come to really appreciate. 2 levels of speed eating makes a huge difference. It actually makes your mega potions be useful during a hunt. I was only able to, well, I've got the GOG thing on here. This is for That's on guy. I was only able to slot in one level of Divine Blessing. And I suppose if you're doing single player, you could drop the Shock Absorber and earn 2 levels of Divine Blessing. Like even support hunters, they don't flinch you. But I found like people will hate you if you go into multiplayer and you're not running this and you're running dual blades, because if they get anywhere near you and you don't have it on and they don't have it on, they can't move. You will straight stagger lock them in place until they'll basically be sending you the middle finger emoji if you're not running it. So yeah, it's kind of required in multiplayer. Like if everybody else was running it, you wouldn't have to, but you can't assume that. Anyway, but to go over the decos, something like this. That's it. I mean, it would just slot in everything to get as many skill stacks as we can. And my talisman is actually really great for dual blades because it allows me to get 4 attack boosts plus have the 1 latent and 2 armor deco slots in there also. So really kind of god tier for dual blades build. I don't think I could ask for a better one, to be honest. But that's that. But yeah, I mean, that's the build. We activate it. And it's got so many things to activate. Other thing it's suffering from, we don't quite make it to 100% affinity. I believe 83% is what we get to, which is close. So but that's because we dropped a little bit of latent. We dropped a little stamina management. We dropped a little bit of affinity, but gained agitator and the antivirus. Well, I had this before, but we gained the Gogpocalypse, which is the main thing. You see, that's the barrier swirling around us now. Now we have the shield. Now our element is up to 470, which is a 120 bonus from where it was before. And once we get we're up to 590 element now. So yeah, that's what we wind up with, 287 raw and 590 element when everything is active at the moment. And the raw is unbloated when I run. So yeah, like super strong build. And you know, being that this shield is up, if you haven't run it, like it's the most broken thing in the game, I think, at the moment. Oh, and that wasn't with Adrenaline Rush active. Yeah, you just straight don't take damage. And now I missed it. So yeah, I mean, that's just kind of what but Adrenaline Rush still activated. Look at it now, we're up to 322 because of our dual blades boost. 335 raw and 590 element. Like, this build puts out so much damage when everything is active on it. And they actually fixed the dual blades buff. Thank you, Capcom. So now, when you do your perfect evade and you sheath your weapons afterwards, it doesn't take away your attack boost anymore. So now you can keep your perfect evade boost, you can heal, you can use life powders or whatever, and they also made it to where if you do a secondary evade, it re-ups it back up one more time to full. I think after the second time it has to expire. So if you do 2 evades in a row, you basically get over 30 seconds of full uptime on your attack boost. It's just a crazy amount of damage. But yeah, by far my favorite dual blades build. It's got comfort, it's got survivability. The only thing you need is just some dash juice or something to get your stamina under management, or pick up a wiggly leech or something, leech or whatever it is, when you're out and about. Yeah, as far as like honorary mention, this is the one. I haven't tried the other one with this, but this is the one I use to clear the Proof of a Hero quest solo. I believe the other one would probably do it quicker, but yeah, I was just gonna show this one because I had a lot of views on that other video, probably the most views I've had on a Wilds gameplay video. I do appreciate it, and everybody, thanks for the support. But yeah, it's just the standard, like, Udra Radal. I added an Arc Veil, we got the Gog, and Gore, basically. Basically, it's just Lord Soul and Gore with the one-piece GOG to get the full burst out of it. But the skill list looks something like this. You wind up with the same skills, you just basically wind up with more latent Lord Soul and instead of GOG, basically. And level 3 speed eating, but only level 1 peak performance. Like I said, I think the other build is better, but I haven't tried it on it yet, but this one is also very, very good. And that's the deco setup. Look at it. But that's it. I just figured I'd throw it out there. Like the GOG Dual Blades build is so much fun to play. You do so much damage, and to be able to just straight mess up and take a hit and take absolutely no damage for it for free, I mean, that is awesome. But if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you know something better or something different, drop it in the comments, man. I love to test it out. And if you like the content, drop a sub. It's very appreciated. As always, thanks for watching.